In the South Sukhumvit area, in a neighborhood known as Prakanong, stands True Digital Park, an area that I've had much interest in over the past couple of years, and I went there last night to grab a bite to eat. Well, right across the street, across Sukhumvit Road, Cloud 11, a construction site that I've noticed a number of times, was open, and there was a sign indicating that there was an event going on inside. So I went over to take a look, and I was much impressed. I've been thinking about looking for a place to live in this area, and my experience of last night has made me feel that that's a really good idea. Cloud 11 is also known as Cloud 11 Creative Park or Creative Village. The builders view it as a large-scale mixed-use creative hub, and they're focused on what they're calling a creative ecosystem, and built within the 10 Rai elevated green space is lawns, gardens, and open areas perfect for events like the one that I saw last night. There's marketplaces and performance spaces, and it doubles as like a kind of infrastructure, and it's built in a raised platform to avoid flooding problems, given that it is built on a delta plain part of Bangkok. It was designed with this central courtyard plaza as a kind of in-between urban and street level and business towers, and the look was designed to blend architecturally. Well, last night's event was a promotion event for the movie biography about Michael Jackson called Love Letters to MJ. So that was the big event last night. And I just kind of wandered into it, and I was much impressed with the venue. It's a really, really beautiful place. I found two things that stood out in my experience of last night. One was the band. They were awesome. I wish I could put them up here on the YouTube video, but they were so good as a cover band, a Michael Jackson cover band, that I'm sure I would get copyright issues if I actually played the music that they were playing. They were that good. They sounded like, Michael Jackson backed up by his Michael Jackson band, whoever they might have been. I'm not that, well informed about Michael Jackson's past. The second thing that surprised me is just how many Thai Michael Jackson fans they were. There were people there dressed like Michael Jackson with his famous fedora-style hats, and there was clearly no lack of love for old Michael. Now, I saw a video about the movie by a critic by the name of Drinker, right? Something Drinker, the Critical Drinker, who I like. He's a pretty smart guy. And he liked the movie, thought it was a good movie, but he pointed out that the film did not go into, the more sordid past of Michael Jackson, his later life problems with his self-identity and accusations of messing around with kids and all of that nasty stuff. That was left out of the movie. And that's not really hard to figure out. The name of the movie is Love Letter to MJ. I mean, if it was, post-mortem indictment, then you would expect that kind of stuff. But it's not. It's a love letter, and it's actually starring his nephew, who Critical Drinker said did a very good job. And surely, Michael Jackson did produce a whole lot of really excellent music in his day. So that's, I guess, what this film and retrospective kind of picnic here in the Cloud 11 Park was all about. It is an impressive venue. It's touting itself to be an important creative space for the creator economy. I'm not sure I know exactly what the creator economy is. Well, I kind of do, but, I'm part of it here. I'm making videos that get monetized. I guess that's part of the creative economy. They don't get monetized a lot, believe me, especially at my low level. But there is an economic conversation going on about digital assets and videos and social media sites and all that other kind of stuff. And this particular part of Bangkok, where Digital Park, right across the street, right across the road from Cloud 11, is building itself up to be a center, for the collective efforts that are going into this paradigm. That's an overused word, but I don't know another one that I could use to describe what I think is going on here. My intentions are, slowly over the next couple of months to find a space for myself where I can have a photography studio, a yoga studio, and, just a bigger home where I can entertain and, talk about the ideas that this kind of venue portends. What is the future of Bangkok and Southeast Asia and the world, for that matter, going to be like? And it's a focus on these kinds of events and spaces and ideas that are going to help direct the conversations that I'll be having here online and in my life. Thanks for watching.